Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Virgo February 23, 2025. Early today, there can be some temptation to overindulge or overspend, but with some moderation, you can enjoy a more spirited, enthusiastic vibe. With the moon in your solar house all day, you're inclined to connect with your deeper feelings rather than push them to the side. Part of you may want to test your feelings or limits, and another part wants to simplify. However, relationships thrive with a little more openness and willingness to be vulnerable. You could be motivated to rid yourself of bad habits and start fresh. You might now be thinking of a game plan in this respect. Later today and into tomorrow, people are appreciating your commitment and dedication. Fulfilling an obligation can figure strongly, and you can very much enjoy taking care of things. You can develop strong feelings for someone or something that needs your support or direction. A major karmic cycle has been upon you for months. Mighty Mars, our planet of passion and strength, has been retreading your solar house. You may feel like your whole life is hitting the brakes. If you've been bounding around to nearby locations quite a bit, that speed may need to be readjusted. Whether single or attached, you could feel conflicts crop up in regard to travel. However, this may instead cause friction about how you communicate with others, articulate your ideas, and broadcast them to the world. The best thing to do is to focus on how you can be an active listener and lead with love. Luckily, Mars retrograde ends in a couple of days. Big financial decisions might pop up. You may feel like it is now or never to take a risk when the moon in Sagittarius opposes Jupiter in Gemini. As of the last few weeks, your luck has turned around. You could have gone months without so much as a nibble. Now, you could be overwhelmed by how much you could profit from. Since there are so many professional possibilities, you may have to jump on all of them. Instead, focus on a few prosperous opportunities and take it one job at a time. You may have the feeling that things are out of control. If you open up to all that you are feeling, you may become afraid or overwhelmed. It may help you to do some grounding exercise in order to remind yourself that you are in a human body. The regularity with which you exercise will affect the degree you feel overwhelmed. In your life, drinking plenty of water is the second half of the exercise equation. Be aware that your body may need more minerals and vitamins, depending on the stress level you experience. Expressing your thoughts and desires will come much more easily for you on this day. Given your tendency to be shy at times, this can be a big help. Even if verbal communication escapes you, this essence can see you finding other ways to get your message across. Try writing a letter or some poetry. Perhaps a picture can paint the words you want to say. Explore some of the possibilities. You're sure to find a way if you take the time to try. A day after the asteroid Juno, the Queen of Commitment, left your relationship sector, the moon leaves today, but not before leaving you emotionally engaged and aware and with something to commit to moving forward. This allows you to move into Mars' final 3 days in retrograde motion in your communication sector, better able to get the most out of his war on old communication barriers. With Mars still here but back in direct motion when the moon returns in 4 weeks and Juno in April, this is something that your relationships and the communication line can continue to benefit from. A day after the asteroid Juno, the Queen of Commitment, left your relationship sector, the moon too is gone, leaving it empty for the first time since October. Both will be back, the moon every 4 weeks and Juno in April, to spend another 6 months here, in the meantime leaving you emotionally engaged and aware and with something to commit to moving forward. Our eyes in the sky. As Mercury in Pisces squares Jupiter in Gemini, you may notice that communication feels more strained than usual, leading to moments of misunderstanding and delays in fully grasping new information. This planetary tension creates an internal push and pull between logic and imagination, fact and fantasy. However, Mercury and Jupiter also share a mutual reception, meaning that once you strike a balance between these opposing forces, clarity will emerge, and everything will begin to fall into place. Have you ever had a conversation where you and the other person seemed to be speaking entirely different languages, only to later realize that you were saying the same thing in different ways? This is the kind of energy at play today, urging you to find common ground and avoid getting caught up in unnecessary confusion. Your interactions with others take on a dynamic quality, as you're in a mood to exchange ideas in an open, honest, and engaging way. People sense your sincerity and respond positively, fostering an atmosphere of mutual understanding. By adopting a patient and thoughtful approach, you can avoid potential conflicts and resolve long-standing disagreements with ease. Think back to a time when a simple shift in perspective transformed a difficult conversation into a productive one. That kind of insight is possible now if you remain open-minded and willing to listen as much as you speak. Your ability to uplift others is strong today, making you a source of wisdom and encouragement for those around you. Whether in casual conversation or more serious discussions, your words carry weight and have the power to inspire. Those closest to you will appreciate your attentiveness and willingness to engage deeply. If you've been feeling disconnected from someone, this is an excellent opportunity to bridge that gap and strengthen your bond. Your ability to listen, understand, and offer thoughtful advice can work wonders in deepening your relationships. Romantic energy is heightened as well, making it a wonderful time to embrace passion and emotional connection. If you're in a relationship, you may find that heartfelt discussions help to clear the air and reinforce your commitment to one another. If you're single, you could encounter someone who piques your interest, sparking an exciting and flirtatious exchange. Have you ever met someone unexpected? Delay and felt an immediate connection? That kind of magic is possible now, especially if you allow yourself to be open to new experiences and possibilities. Physically, you are in good shape and may feel motivated to push yourself toward greater levels of vitality and well-being. Whether through exercise, improved nutrition, or mindful relaxation, you have the energy to make positive changes that enhance your overall health. However, it's essential to recognize your limits and avoid overexertion. Sometimes, in our eagerness to improve, we push ourselves too far, leading to setbacks rather than progress. Instead, aim for a balanced approach that prioritizes consistency and sustainability over extremes. While passion and enthusiasm are strengths, be mindful of how you express your opinions. There is a fine line between engaging debate and unnecessary argument. If you find yourself caught in a disagreement, take a step back and consider whether it's truly worth your energy. Have you ever looked back on an argument and realized it could have been avoided with a bit more patience and understanding? Today is a reminder that not every discussion needs to be won. Sometimes, simply understand. Where the other person is coming from is enough. By remaining composed and thoughtful in your interactions, you can navigate challenges with grace and come out stronger on the other side. To maintain this sense of equilibrium, prioritize self-care. Rest is just as important as action, and ensuring you get enough sleep, eat nourishing foods, and allow yourself moments of stillness will help you stay balanced. Stress and fatigue can cloud judgment, so taking the time to recharge will not only benefit your well-being but also improve your ability to communicate and connect with others effectively. As the day unfolds, embrace the opportunities that arise for meaningful conversations, personal growth, and deepened connections. Whether resolving misunderstandings, strengthening bonds, or simply enjoying stimulating discussions, the energy today supports positive and constructive interactions. Approach everything with an open heart and mind, and you may be pleasantly surprised by the insights and experiences that come your way.